Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 13 for M for mountain pose. So it's a bit chilly this morning, so we'll just crack straight into it. So just coming to the top of our mats and just finding mountain pose to start with. We'll go into that further soon, but let's start with A for sun salutation A. So inhale, our palms come up and together. Exhale to fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to step back into our plank and coming down to our knees and bring our elbows to our sides as we come down to our bellies. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale as we come back to our downward dog. And we just find a few breaths here, and we might just want to walk out the knees. And then we look forward, and we step one foot forward, followed by the other to our forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to the top, and exhale, palms to our sides. And then we'll repeat that again. So inhale, palms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back and finding our way down to our bellies. Inhale, baby cobra or full cobra. Exhale, sweeping up to downward dog, lifting from the tailbone. And again, a few breaths here. And looking forward, stepping both feet forward to our forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, palms sweep up. Exhale down to our sides. And now we'll come to B for sun salutation B. Inhale, sitting back to our chair pose. Tucking that tailbone under. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back, and we might challenge ourselves and stay up on our feet this time, coming down to our bellies. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps forward. Pivot on that back foot to 45 degrees, and we inhale up to warrior one. Looking up at the palms. Exhale, coming down and to our bellies. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back to our downward dog. Same on the left foot, so lifting this left foot up and gently through. Inhale up with the palms, really making contact with that outer edge of that back foot, the right foot. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog for a few breaths. Looking forward, stepping forward to our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, palms come to our sides. Now we come to letter C, the cat-cow. So inhale, our palms come up and together. Exhale, folding and stepping the feet back to our plank. Knees gently drop down, untuck the toes, and our hands come underneath our shoulders. Once we're ready here in a nice neutral spine, we will inhale and tipping forward with the pelvis first, and then looking upwards with the neck, finding a nice bend through the back. Exhale, belly button comes to spine, our pelvis leads the movement to a nice rounded shape. Cat. And then 4 more in your own time. Coordinating the movement with the breath. and popping those hands forward, tucking the toes under, stepping forward to meet at the top of the mat in our forward fold. Inhale, palms come up to the top, and exhale, down. Now for D, for downward dog, we will inhale, palms come up, exhale, fold, stepping back. From our plank, we'll lift up and over with our tailbone to the roof, or the sky in my case, and come to downward dog. So we'll be spending 5 breaths here, and I really want you to start from your mat. So find that contact with your palms and your fingers. Thumbs should be facing one another, index fingers facing forward, and then spread the rest of the fingers accordingly. Wrapping under with the triceps to bring your shoulders away from your ears. Lifting up tailbone, belly buttons to spine. Then you can find a slight lowering with those heels as long as you're not compensating by bending through the spine. And coming to plank, and then stepping forward to the top of the mat to our forward fold. Then we'll inhale, palms will come up to the top. Exhale, bring them to our sides. Maybe have a wee shake out. Now we're ready for E, for extended child's pose. So we'll inhale, palms come up and together. Exhale, palms come down through center as we step back to plank. Knees come down, feet come together, knees come as wide as the mat. And then we sit our hips back to our heels as we bring our hands forwards. Bring our palms nice and active into the ground to allow the forearms to hover off the ground. And just sinking into the hips here, so you should feel a nice stretch through the groin. And maybe at this point just trying to take some nice breaths through your nose, expanding down into your ribs. From here we'll look forward, knees come together, toes tucked under, come to our plank, and then we step forward to our forward fold, meeting at the top of the mat. Inhale, palms come up together, and exhale, coming down. Now for F, for forward fold. So what we'll do is just heel toe those feet to hip width apart. Inhale, palms come up together, and then exhale, folding over to where is most comfortable. But again, I just want to reiterate, the chest is coming towards the shin here, and the belly's towards the thighs, rather than sort of coming into this rounded position here. So lengthening down, and you can grab the opposite elbows if you need, but to help relax down through that. And just relaxing the back of the head as well is a really important tip. And just spending a few breaths here, maybe noticing if one back of the legs is tighter than the other, and just relaxing into that with the breath. Then we will inhale, bring our palms to the top again. Exhale as we're bringing those heels in. Hands to the hips and just coming back for a counter pose into a nice back bend there. And then coming back. And now we'll come to garland pose for G. So let's get those heel toeing out to the edge of the mat. Inhale, the palms come up. And exhale as we sit down into our yogi squat. Garland pose here. And those elbows are both on the inside of each knee. And what you can do is sort of just move around here to find a comfortable position. If that's a bit too much, come up onto your toes here. And if you feel a bit off balance too, you can have the hands down here. those hands down, heel toe, those feet in together to our fold, inhaling up, exhale, at the start now we'll come to happy baby pose, so for 8, so inhaling up, exhale to fold and sending those feet back, dropping the feet down to the ground, and we'll find our way onto our backs. Maybe a slight roll here. And finding our happy baby pose, making sure the tailbone is pressing down towards the ground and the shoulders as well. So that might mean just coming to sort of outside of the shins or even outside of the thighs or knees here, just finding a nice connection with the ground with your tailbone there. And then we come all the way forwards to our plank, stepping forwards to our fold. Inhale, spreading the palms. Exhale, and coming down. Now we're at I for inhale, so we're just practicing that nice deep inhale, and you can use the Ujjayi breath that I explained in the I video, or just catching your breath here, breathing through your nose. And now we'll come to J for Janu Sasana. So we will inhale up with the palms together, exhale to fold, and we'll step back. We'll find those knees on the ground, and again we'll come to a nice sitting position to Dandasana here. Finding those sit bones on the ground so you can peel the foot to the side, and bringing one foot in towards the ground as far as you can, inhaling up with the hands, and extending towards the toes. And again, we want a nice hinging from the hips rather than a sort of big rounding here. So really bring your chest towards your shins. And trying to activate through your quadricep muscles. Inhaling up as we bring the other foot in towards the groin, active through the quadriceps, and then reaching forward. Trying to make sure both shoulders are in line, facing towards the toes. Inhaling up, stretch, and exhaling. Palms come down and we come back to our plank position. And bringing both feet forward to our forward fold. We'll inhale up and exhale as we come to K for kneeling with toes tucked. So inhaling up with the palms together. Exhale, fold, and bring those feet back to back plank. Dropping the knees gently, tucking under with the toes, and sitting back onto those heels. Now you should feel a nice stretch underneath your feet here. Ensure that your heels are directly above your second and third toe rather than sort of coming out or in. And just sitting up nicely, chest facing forwards. And just try not to sort of hold your breath here. It can be quite a strong posture. If it's too strong, just come to here. This is otherwise called toe squat. Come forwards, coming up to our plank, stepping forwards with both feet, maybe mixing up which foot you step forward with. Forward fold, inhaling, spreading those arms, coming down. L for locust pose. So let's inhale, exhale to fold and come to our plank as we then find our way down to our bellies. From here, palms facing the sky. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to squeeze our feet together and lifting up. So the main focus here is the real lengthening. So as if someone's pulling a piece of string from above your head and also at your toes, lengthening you, stretching you as such, rather than kind of coming into a massive lift here. And again, your sort of equilibrium point should be at your hip bones. And nice and active with the fingers. And coming down. Hands come beside our shoulders as we push up to our plank. Stepping forwards to our forwards fold. Inhale, palms come up. Exhale as we come back to our mountain pose. Now I know I didn't explain this too much at the start of the class. I thought I'd do it here at the end of the alphabet. So for M today for mountain pose, we're going to be coming to the top of the mat, and what we want to start with is our feet nice and grounded to the mat, spreading our toes as much as we can and grounding them into the ground. Heels active into the ground as well, and lifting up with our inside arches here. So imagine you've got a bubble underneath your arch and you don't want to pop that, so you're nice and active through your feet here. Quadriceps are nice and active at the front of our thighs, and we're pulling upwards on our kneecaps here and tipping the tailbone under slightly. Palms are coming down to our sides and facing the front. Nice active fingers to help bring the shoulders back and down and relax through there. And then our chin's in a nice neutral position here. So the front of our chest is really open and we're really active through the lower limb and through the belly, trying to bring your belly button towards your spine. And we'll just spend a few breaths here. There's mountain pose. So I just want to clarify that's slightly different than the samasthiti that we've been doing throughout the sun salutations, which is palms by your sides and nice and active. It's just different forms of yoga. There's Ashtanga Vinyasa, which we do this, and then Hatha Yoga, which we do this. Just a small difference to clarify. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow for N.